Massacre Girl. Good card. If you can engineer things correctly, it can be quite the devastating drop. So I feel like that's what we're going to take. Can't imagine that there's anything here approaching that same power level. Some good cards, though. Jaya is fine. Leyline Prowler is very good. Divine Arrow is fine. But I feel like Massacre Girl has to be where we're going to be going with this. So I don't think there's anybody here yet. Let me take a quick look. Ah, Mr. Unsafe Space, I see you there. Any objection to my taking Massacre Girl? Any reason for me to take something else? Okay, well, let's proceed. There you go. Okay, all right. With your okay, we will proceed in that manner. And let's see what we have next. Grateful Apparition is good, as is Prison Realm. Prison Realm is pretty much straight up removal, so that's pretty attractive. Not much here in the way of a black follow-up. I feel like Prison Realm might be the way to go. Although black-white as an archetype doesn't really appeal to me, but one never knows. I'm liking the Prison Realm, I think. Fairly cheap removal with the Scry 1. It's hard to go wrong with that. I think we're in agreement in that case, and let's proceed. Alright, so we have a black card, we have a white card. Elite Guard Mage is very good. We could pivot into white-blue if we proceed with that. The Enforcer. The Enforcer may be a safer pick, because it's very strong, and it is much less of a color commitment. I feel like the Enforcer is the pick here. If you have any thoughts, I'd love to hear them. I know exactly what you mean, because black-white, I think most of us agree that in War of the Spark, black-white is not a real great place to be. But it does seem to be where we're headed. Let's proceed and see how it develops. Realm about Rioters, I'm not real crazy about, and it's also two colors that we haven't even considered yet. A couple of okay white picks, the Pegasus and the Griffin, are both fine. If we stick with black, Herald of the Dreadhorde also okay. Aven Eternal, one of the premium blue commons. So I feel like the choice here basically comes down to stick with white and go with either the Pegasus or the Enforcer, or speculate into blue, and if it opens itself, then we have an okay starter. My feeling is to go with the Trusted Pegasus. It's cheaper. It's a fairly solid card. So Trusted Pegasus is, I think, my pick at this point. And if you have any comments, I would love to hear them. Okay, that's good enough for me. Could we end up in mono white? Well, not from this pack. Alright, what do we got? Sorin's Thirst, I really don't like. I'd much rather speculate into another color rather than Sorin's Thirst. Excuse me. Bond of Insight. I don't think so. Totally Lost is a little slow, but not terrible. This pack, the remaining cards here, not real great. The Thundering Ceratok, I feel like is the most solid pick, but the Gateway Plaza might be a good way to hedge our bets. I'm actually tempted to take the Gateway. Okay. I think we're in agreement then. Alright, Gateway Plaza. Yeah, exactly right. Jace's Triumph. So blue, I mean there may be some blue coming our way. We have some okay blue cards that are showing up here. Alright, what do you think of the Ghost form? I really don't think it's a good card, but I have to say it's done some pretty good work against me. What are your thoughts on Ghost form? And in the absence of anything else, I suspect I would go for Martyr of the Cause. So, it sounds to me like you feel like it's worth the possibility. As cheap as it can be. Yeah, I mean, of course. A single mana is pretty cheap. Yeah, that's true too. Good point. I feel like Martyr for the Cause is probably a little bit better. It's a perfectly okay white grizzly bear with a little bit of an upside. We do not seem to be headed towards a proliferate sort of situation. I feel like Martyr for the Cause is what we want. Okay, thank you. We move on. Let's see what we have. Makeshift Battalion. We could really end up in a mono-white deck at this point. The Guild Globe. I do not yet know if we're going to be looking for a lot of splashing. If we do, then Guild Globe is fine. Other than that, really, it's only the Makeshift Battalion. And Makeshift Battalion, I think, is also something that is likely to show up. Thank you, Clown Baby. Very nice. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Gotta love all these graphics. Awfully good of you, Clown Baby. Thank you. It does indeed. Good point on that. Watley is always interesting. Let's see, 2/2, 3/2, 2/2. So Watley doesn't really support any of the creatures that we have so far. Bully is, that's a good point. I did not consider that. Otherwise, it's not a great card, but you know what? I like that. Here's another Sorin's Thirst. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take the Sorin's Thirst because there's nothing else here that is really interesting. And if I'm going to speculate into green, I can do better than any of these. So I feel like Sorin's Thirst, and I'm going to move it immediately into the sideboard because I really don't see it as a likelihood. Another Watley, isn't that interesting? So another Martyr for a 2-drop. I could go for another Flyer. We only have the one so far. So it's either another Martyr or the Silverwing. The Silverwing is really pretty meh. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that. Before I click on that, I just want to check something real quick. Okay. Yeah, let's go for the Martyr. We may end up with an aggro deck, isn't that interesting? And another battalion. Sure, why not? Interesting. If we're going to head in an aggro direction, then pouncing lynx would be the pick here. Otherwise, Ironclad Crowvite is really just a slow, clunky creature. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's how these drafts always go, at least here on Arena. In real life, they always seem to be a lot more straightforward. But here on Arena, I don't know, I feel like they're stacked against anybody who's trying to think it through clearly. At least in my case. I'm leaning towards the Lynx. Thoughts? I mean, it doesn't make a big deal at this. I don't think it makes a big difference at this point. Either is decent. Sure, early board presence is never a bad thing. Return to nature is unplayable in best of one. Alright. So we can continue our white stuff. But let's see what else we have. I really feel like we need to settle on a second color. Yeah, it certainly is. I agree with you, Mr. Unsafe Space. Yeah, I really don't want to take the mobilized district. Moa was fine, and we have some counter things going, so yeah, maybe. We have some other green cards, so yeah. I'm actually liking the Moa. I don't know how you say that. Tybalt is not bad. Boltband, these are all like so-so. I am liking the Mawu. Anybody else there who's lurking? If you have a thought, love to hear it. How do you say this guy's name anyway? Oh, so okay, Mad Dog 7272. Okay, so spam-ish, I guess. But okay, Mad Dog, maybe I'll check you out later. Thank you for that chat. Meanwhile, let's proceed with Mo. And yes, Discord. I am trying to get a Discord thing going so that we can all interact both on and offline. The Prowler is good. We could go with green. Splash the black. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Okay, so Plain-White Celebration. I'm not familiar with this card. Choose 4. Proliferate. Proliferate 4 times for 7. Yeah, that would be funny. I have never played with this card. I have yet to see it played against me. So I'm really not familiar with just how of a high impact it can have. It looks like it conceivably could have a pretty high impact. You could make 4 2/2 tokens. Get 1 or 2 things back from your graveyard. I guess it looks strong, although of course expensive. I'm liking the Leyline Prowler a little bit. You tried it once? Sure, let's go ahead with that. And green is looking likely as our second color then. And now a bunch of black cards show up, of course. Well, we could pivot back to black, although all we have is the Massacre Girl. Spark Harvest, Davriel. These are all playable cards. How many white cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hate to dump all 8 of these cards. The Guild Globe for splashing, but there are cards here that I should take. The Ceratok to stay on color. I could do that. I'm not liking this. Let me just make sure my Deckmaster is working. It seems to be. So we're still early in pack 2. We could come back with black. I think that's what we need to do. Do we like Davriel better or the Taskmaster better? I think I like the Task. There's also Harvest. I'm gonna go for the straight up removal. This is and it's certainly splashable if need be. This could continue the white theme that we've got going. More splashing possibility, although the Firemind Vessel is really slow. Encouraging Crisis to help our proliferate thing that we may or may not have going. I like Dovin. I'm going to take
Your
Dovin.
Your loss will either be a tragedy or comedy of errors.
Let's see what happens. Another Spark Harvest. So far the only fixing that I have is Gateway Plaza. I could try to end up in black and green and splash for some of these white cards, like the Prison Realm, like the Enforcer. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Harvest. New Horizons would be good for splashing. Charity Extractor, not terribly interested. I'm gonna go for the New Horizons for more splashing. So the Invasion, of course, is a good black card. In fact, do we like it better or do we like the Pollen Bright Druid? I think I like the Toll of the Invasion better. So I'm going to give everybody who may be lurking a chance to look at what we have so far. And if you have any thoughts on where we are and where you think we might be wanting to go, happy to hear those thoughts. Any latecomers? We had a real surfeit of white cards, which explains why we have all of these, but most of them are, you know, fair to meh. Alright, well, let's continue with black. I think I like Toll of the Invasion a little bit better. So let's take that. Shadow Fugue, not very interested. Prismite is is one of the worst pieces of color fixing available. I'm not interested. So on color, we want either the giant or the silverwing. Let's go for the giant as a... no. I think I'd rather take the silverwing. Nice white trick. Another 2-drop in black. I'm going to take the center nurturer here. Actually, to help us with our splashing theme. Charm Stray, Gideon Sacrifice. I think these are all irrelevant. I think we will take the Ceratok at this point. I really feel like black-green is kind of where we're ending up. Dreadhorde Invasion. Interesting card. So in black and green I have some options. Dreadhorde Invasion speaks for itself. I really don't know if I like it or not. Spark Harvest is good. Already have 2. Don't mind having more. Bloom Hulk is very good. I'm going to try the Invasion. We have some proliferate things going on. I haven't yet tried to play with it. I have seen it do some good work. Let's give it a try. Bitter Blossom it is. Good to see you, Joe. How you been? Oh, Lazotep Reaver is very good. That's a good possibility. Do we like Kiora? I don't really have the creatures to support her. Okay, so Sacrifice, your thoughts have echoed what's going inside my mind. What do I have in the way of splashing so far? I have the Plaza, I have the Nurturer, and I have 1 New Horizons. So I have 3 splash cards. I feel like that should be enough, so if that is the case, I like the Reaver better. Vraska's good. That looks promising. Boom Hulk is also fine. Another Spark Harvest. I feel like Spark Harvest may be the safest pick. Yeah, they are great. I agree. So Vraska is unlikely. I'm unlikely to see Vraska again because it is a popular card, goes in a lot of decks, and is uncommon. But I feel like Spark Harvest is the most straightforward pick here. So what do we like better, the Harvest or the Vraska? Oh, and the Pledge of Unity, of course. I'm a little bit less interested in the Pledge because I feel like white is becoming our splash color. Let's go with Spark. It's difficult to have. So again, I feel like we've kind of ended up. Yeah, I feel like we're hedging. I feel like I'm kind of ending up mostly in black and green. Well, you know what? I don't mind. The Spark was a perfectly solid pick. Hard to go wrong with straight up removal. Paradise Druid, I feel like, is a good way to go here. Yeah. Ashiok. That supports our black stuff. Yeah. Any objections to Ashiok here? The only other one I would even consider is Snare Spinner. I feel like Ashiok it has a much higher power level. Let's go with that.
I am your greatest.
Before I proceed, let's pull out things that we don't expect to play at this point. So all of these white cards have become irrelevant, at least for the moment. Dovin, am I going to splash white for Dovin? I don't think so. So let's see what we've got. Nurturer, Silverwing. Okay. So right now, if we go in this direction, we would be splashing white for the Enforcer and the Prison Realm. Okay. If that is the case, is it worth splash? Is it worth? I already have one Dovin. Okay, I'm open to suggestion here, guys. There's not much. Excuse me. There's not a lot that that suggests itself for black or green. I could take another Silverwing, but that's kind of disappointing. No problem, Sacrifice. Here. So let's change the deck layout. So as you can see, what I've done is I pulled all of the lower power white cards out. The only cards that I have left in this tentative deck list right now are Prison Realm and Law Rune Enforcer. Black-green proliferate. Sure. That can work. If that's our case, then our choice is in here. We already have the one Pegasus. Having two is not a bad thing, I guess. How much of a big splash do we want? Alright, so moving on. These are all white cards. Isn't that interesting? Okay, we already do have one New Horizons. Okay, I don't want to have too many. Okay, and the pledge is gone, so dwelling on it now is a waste of our time. +1 encounters are welcome. On the promotion, sure. Pledge is a bomb, as I say, that ship has gone, so to dwell on it is kind of pointless. For those of you who missed my previous comment. Okay, promotion, and we move on. Steady aim. Here's another New Horizons. We could take another New Horizons to help with our color spread. I think I prefer to take another toll. Okay, I did. Yeah, I did that a little bit a few picks back, but sure, here we are. Okay, so I'm gonna hover on the sideboard, and all that it's obscuring is the Gateway Plaza. Okay, everybody's out there, and sure, let's see what your thoughts are. And the Pegasus. Both martyrs, interesting. Ah, you're going heavy on the proliferate theme. I understand. Cut the worm. Yeah, cutting the silver one I agree with. I don't know about the worm, but I'm happy to see where you're going with this. So to the other people who are out there, Sacrifice is an excellent player. I'm very happy to take his suggestions. But if other people have thoughts, I would love to hear them. Cut Ashiok. Double black, indeed. Winning with creature combat. I hope that's true. That's generally true in limited. And if it is true, then I'm wondering if our worm can do some work for us. Yeah, the Iron Bully was a pick earlier because it seems like we might be moving into a +1/+1 counter situation. But now with this plethora of such things, it may not be as necessary. Why don't we go back to our picks and see where we end up? So I feel like Toll of the Invasion. I think I mentioned that before. I'm liking that here. Any objections? Really? They do both promote our proliferate theme. Toll of the Invasion kind of a little bit. If you think we need more creatures, And I am back. No, I'm not. Okay, I hope everybody's standing by. Okay, are we back in business here? Guys, let me know if you can still hear me or not. I don't know what happened to the stream. Got disconnected. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but here we are. I don't know why I did that. I have this spanking new Ethernet cable. Why am I having troubles? Well, whatever. You like the population of the horizons? Yeah, you're gonna have to do a better job of explaining yourself on that one, Sacrifice. Ah. Okay. I hear that. That reasoning is pretty straightforward. Don't forget, we also have a bunch of creatures dwelling in our sideboard if we need to. I already have 2 makeshift battalions, for example. I just as soon take Aid the Fallen here. Yeah. Exactly. Giant. Statue. I think the Grizzly is what we want here. Yeah. Good. And now the snare spinner. I'm liking the snare spinner. Thoughts? The Wrangler is not going to get triggered, but it is still a 2-drop. Alternately, unlikely aid as an indestructible thing. Do I like the battle trick? I like the snare spinner better than the battle trick. Sacrifice or anybody? Go for the creature. Yeah. And return to nature. Alright, let's put this together. Alright, I need to cut some cards. And we're going to have to redistribute these lands as well. Okay. Unlikely aid. Agreed. Dreadhorde. Aid the Fallen we like. Return to... Oh, of course. Yes, thank you. Ceratok, Nurturer. Do we like the Courage in Crisis? It's an interesting card. It definitely has its place. Okay. How many creatures have I got? So we have 15 creatures right now. It is a house with Mo. Good call. So one of my good friends here on stream recommended the Plane-Wide Celebration, but it is expensive. Courage in Crisis Stew. The Deckmaster overlay should be working, but I'm highlighting it. It's not working. Give me a minute to see if I can get the Deckmaster overlay to do its thing. Since we disconnected and reconnected, that went wrong. Okay. Okay, so I have Deckmaster overlay back up. Is it now working? I guess not. I think I need to have it in place when I'm starting to stream. Okay, Battlefield Promotion is going away. That is a cut I agree with as well. Sponsor. Aid the Fallen we like. Cut one snare spinner. Cut the Grizzly. I'm okay with that. Rising Populace or a Pegasus? Yeah, it is expensive. That is the problem with it. Let's see. Just looking at it more closely, it does allow us to proliferate a bunch of times. Alright, so we're at 40. Pretty evenly distributed among our land needs here. Interesting. Um, 16 lands? That's interesting. And then bring in another cheaper spell. Okay, so for early drops, I need pretty much all colors. I think I feel like this land distribution may have to serve. Planes and add a 2-drop. 2 drops to add. Promotion, I think it has to be a creature. Of which there are none. Maybe the Iron Bully, actually, because of our 3-color situation. Yeah. Yeah. All right, it's a weird looking deck. Let's give it a try. Anybody out there want to weigh in before we give it a try in round 1? You still have your chance because I haven't clicked on play yet. And here we go. So we have... we can get this going on by turn 3 unless we have to draw a swamp. I think we have to keep this. Because I have availability to all of our colors. Yeah. Alright, let's start with, doesn't much matter, plains. Plaza has to be next, I think, unless we draw a swamp. Wrangler. Okay. That's fine. So, Plaza and doing alright so far. Alright, so we could do toll or invasion. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I like the toll. Boy, lots of good things to pick here. Yeah. And he has both of his colors already, right? Yes. And I'm happy to trade with his Wrangler if he does nothing. He is dumping his hand out. Ooh, interesting. What do we like better? Invasion? Populace? Better blocker? I'll proceed with the populace, but if you would be so kind as to tell me your thinking, I would be grateful. I hear that, but it will keep getting bigger. Ah, okay. Prison Realm, yeah, I will. So I think I'm going to chump one of the... Okay. 2-2 on the... Yeah, of course. And chump a Wrangler, absolutely. Still take 3. Another land would have been nice. That way I could have... Alright, so we're going to realm the troll, and we hope our scry will hit a land. Another... Well, beggars can't be choosers. I think I have to leave that on top. So I can get my Ceratok going. And we're going to hold back. Oh, but he's gonna make my guy a 2-2, I guess. It can still block. Okay, we're passing. If he transmutes this, it'll still be a 2-2, which, you know, can still block effectively under these conditions. Alright, what's he gonna do? Yeah, I feel like I have to trade. I'd really rather not go to 7. I hope it's a trade and he doesn't have a trick. Okay, I think I need to bring out the Ceratops because I need some beef on board. Ceratok, rather. The alternative is an invasion and a Pegasus. I think the Ceratok... Oh, but he's gonna make it a 1-1. No matter what I put, he's gonna make a 1-1. So... Bully, yeah, I was thinking of that. And invasion. Yeah. Can he counter a non-creature spell? I can't remember. Defers Time Twist. Interesting. Okay. Not sure what the point of that was. Should I get rid of the Druid or the Wrangler? I'm tempted to get rid of the Druid, actually. The Wrangler? All true. Okay, now I'm gonna die just to this stupid invasion. Actually, that's not true. I have a lot of good options here. Yeah, the Ceratok seems good. I have to turn this game around pretty soon, though, because I'm down to 6. I'm going to keep getting dinged by my own enchantment here. He still has that annoying transmutation in his hand. Yep. I'm going to... What do you think? Chump block or take the 1 damage? Right. That does make total sense. Thank you. So Pegasus for sure, or I could Spark Harvest. Pegasus pass. All right. Yeah, the Harvest I hate to waste on, but I need to start getting it because, as I say, I'm at a low life. And he's not gonna get big enough until way too late. Proliferate stuff would be nice. Block with Pegasus? Yeah. I hope it is a trade. Let's see what he's got. That's a well, we can. I think Spark Harvest him. Yeah, I think we have to Spark Harvest him, and then gain some life on the next turn. Nurture pass. Well, he can, but yeah. All right, I'll take your advice. Right. No big shock there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Horizons on the token. And then Spark Harvest. 1, 2, 3. I don't have enough to do that. No. So I think I have to Spark Harvest him. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So we'll target him and... Oh, I can't. Yes, I can. So... Black. Black. And 1, 2, 3. And... Attack? Yeah, I think not. Too risky. If he has any tricks or anything, then that is the end. Oh! Not cool. Ugh. Well, let's play a land. Is there any... I need to gain life. Yeah. Any reason to not concede? Okay. I'm telling you, that Dreadhorde invasion is such a double-edged sword. It's unbelievable. Okay, anybody interested in looking at our deck to see if we want to make any changes? Sarn's Thirst. For the life gain? It's an interesting idea. $15, $16. We should cut something though. Aid the Fallen, maybe? Yep. Okay, anybody else have any thoughts on this before we give this a try? Last call. Just good beats last game. Not sure I understand what you mean by that. Is that true? Yeah, I can see that. Good point, Sacrifice. All three of our colors outstanding with a 2-drop and a 3-drop. This is nice. With a token to sack to a Spark Harvest. Yeah, that totally lost really did it for him. Let's bring our swamp. Ah, I would have. Wish I'd had that before. Let's get our Reaver going. So what's our next play? The Pegasus or the Enforcer? I'm thinking the Pegasus, depending on what he does. But I'm thinking the Pegasus, probably, yeah. Massacre Girl. Right, let us attack. And in the absence of anything else, the Enforcer will come out next. Oh, that's annoying.
The mask is scary, but underneath, I'm just a warm perishable thought.
Yeah, I would get rid of the Massacre Girl, I'm thinking. Or Spark Harvest. Here's that stupid Dreadhorde invasion. Alright, so we're going to attack him. Yeah. So...
This has been a waste of my time.
Okay, so let's do the Enforcer first. And the Dreadhorde invasion next. Wow. Bad for him. Sure, let's attack with everybody. Interesting, if I draw a swamp, I could play the Massacre Girl and not lose any of my creatures. I'm thinking the Reaver. Yeah. What do you think, Reaver or token? I think I should get rid of the Reaver. Yeah. Right, as in sacrifice attacking creature. And unless he can gain life or get rid of one of my creatures, then the additional damage should make no difference. And there we go, he got mana screwed. Bad for him. Well, as we say, a win is a win. Let's keep going. For our whatever her name is, Massacre Girl. Good call. So let's take out. So I need more forest than plain. So let's take out a forest, I guess. You feel like our forests are more important for the early Paradise Druid, perhaps? I will be happy to follow your advice. Thigh highs save lives. Do they now? Blech. No forests, but don't need them yet. I think we have to keep. I have 3 lands. Yeah, but I think I have to keep. Right, mulliganing on the keep is always problematic. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the new London Mulligan when it goes across the board for all formats. Do I start with Populous or with Iron Bully? Where were you before? Menace is indeed relevant. Okay. I don't mind pulling his Jaya's Greeting out of his hand.
Behold, new wonders.
Okay, that's nice. That is annoying. Populous or Reaver? Populous. I feel like Reaver is better. Oh, of course. I keep forgetting that it can destroy a Planeswalker. Thank you. Sacrifice a creature. Yep.
We live to fight another day.
Thank you for reminding me. As I said, I keep forgetting that. Oh, this is interesting. Now let's play a land. I am open to suggestion. I would really like to get rid of the gourd, of the whatever. Populous, I think. Yeah. And no good attacks here. Thigh hives save lives. Interesting. That seems kind of pointless. Oh, well, he did that to give it the... Oh, Massacre, yeah. Heck yes. Outstanding. This dies, that dies, she dies. And this is why we like to play the game of Magic. That was very sweet. It's too bad we have such a low viewership to see that. That was so cool. Yeah. And I can give it flying too? Even better. Sure. Sure, let's attack. Let's get our Pegasus going. Should have left the planes up, that was stupid. Not a big deal. Ooh. Alright. Well, I got good work out of the old girl. Can't complain. That's not what I want. I'm gonna leave the forest in case... no, he doesn't have any discard effects in these colors. But let's leave it anyway.
My assistants are painfully sloppy.
Yeah, really. Pretty funny. Zach, you shouldn't have said anything. Yes, absolutely. To prevent another creature token from being in play.
Watch the lapels.
What is
please.
Oh, I can't gain life. That could be relevant. That's worth getting rid of. The gain life thing. Wow. How many lands in a row do I need to draw? Attack Tybalt or my opponent. Okay. I guess I'll play another land in case I might need to double spell. Okay, what are the odds of my drawing another land right now? What do you think? Good. Let me adjust my head thing here. It keeps moving. Slam it. Sorry, that's too unclear. Oh. So, and keep attacking the opponent, sure. Keep that pressure up. Yeah. That's annoying. All right, so he's gonna get.
Well, this wasn't.
He's gonna get.
fun.
Oh, a couple more. Of the next end step. Yeah. Wait a minute. Whose turn is it? What happened? Oh. For some reason I thought it was... I don't know why I thought it was my turn. What is wrong? Okay. It was my turn. I thought... Okay. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm fine. Right. Yeah, because if I do, he'll just whack it. Interesting. Prison Realm. I'm happy to Prison Realm him. Really? Alright, that part I was already ahead of you on. Attacking him with both. That's true, and I can remove 2 more creatures just with what I have in my hand.
Oh, they're so cute.
True heretics will feel the bite of my voice. Deceit will never be rewarded.
Okay, he's gonna hit me for 5. Yeah, because those buffs are going to help him significantly. That's fine. What's it? Okay, I'm happy to wait. Full cast Harvest on Samut. So that'll cost 5. Interesting. Ah. Interesting. Ah, okay. Good for him. That's interesting. So I could Prison Realm. Spares. I could still Prison Realm his Summit. Really? He's gonna whack me with something. I don't know. Can't believe Narset's reversal. Good for you, mister.
You are blind to the truth.
I'll take 3. I don't mind. Yeah. But I need some way of getting past these guys. Got another Narset's reversal. Good heavens. This guy is really beginning to piss me off. And now I can't Prison Realm him either. Good lord. Alright, I think I have to just pass the turn. No, I can't. I can't, he's got hexproof. I cannot Prison Realm because all of his stuff has hexproof. I think I have to pass the turn. Ugh, he really had everything he needed. Well, let's see what he does here.
Trying to set something on fire. I don't do delicate.
Yeah. So where are all my proliferate counters and effects and everything? Take 3, go to 6. I'm gonna take 3 and go to 6. Yeah. Really? Alright, so Prison Realm for sure. Yeah. So Prison Realm on Samet? It has to be Samet, I think. Has to be Jaya, or I die. Yes, good call. Certainly don't need another land out of my 16
You were
land
quite
deck.
the adversary.
I could block, but that would be a big mistake. I mean, I attack, but that would be a big mistake. No.
My tolerance for cruelty died in the trials.
Let's see, I think I have to double block. He can still ding one of them. Yeah. Now my deck is just laughing at me. Just laughing at me. No, I don't think so. I think I have to pass and see what happens. So out of my 16 land deck, I have seen 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11. What has he got?
We strike now!
Take 3? Yeah, he really did. Wow. All right. Holy moly. Holy moly. So we're 1 and 2. I feel like the deck is better than this. Yeah. I did hit 4 lands in a row. So I agree the deck seems fine, and I am getting good help. I don't know, I hate so as we've communicated recently, I hate to keep blaming things on bad luck, but what? What? Yeah, I hear that. Oh, we have all of our lands. No kidding. So I have a 2-drop, I have a 3-drop. We're keeping, or all of our colors, not all of our lands. We had all of our lands in the last game. Green is going to be first. Let's play our spare Sninner. Or is it snare spinner? Oh my gosh. Well, I can block him, that's nice. Let's play the Populace. Populace or Gateway Plaza? I think the Populace is the way to go. Yeah. I suspect Plaza will come out next turn. Let's see what we have. If I draw Mowu, I can play that. Somebody please type in a pronunciation guide for MOWU, that green hound. Oh, that's not nice. Well, we can always Spark Harvest. That's true, I have not proliferated once. Right. I wasn't planning on blocking. Spark Harvest and make him a better blocker. Fars, New Horizon, yeah. Why is it not letting me? Why is it not letting me play New Horizons? Why is it not letting me play New Horizons? Oh, right. Lands. That's why. So how about Spark Harvest? I've got a Spark. I'm gonna do it. Spark Harvest. And I'm gonna get rid of the Populace. I'm gonna have to sack a creature. I'm gonna sack the spinner. Yeah. I am sure. Take one. No. Let's try that again. Pay. Sack a creature. Target a creature. God damn it. No block. I'm gonna take 3 because I need to keep creatures going. This damn 12 the invasion. I was thinking of something else. Okay, I have no timeouts left here, so I have to do something. We're getting rid of his Thunder Drake. Yes, thank you. Good call. You are so smart. So smart. Yep, Drake it was. We passed the turn. Meanwhile, I'm going to take 7. No, I'm going to block. I'm going to block his bigger one. So that'll die, that'll die, that'll die, that'll die. That's a problem. Perfect. Okay, so the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's block the bigger one. Yep. yeah, Massacre Girl. Why am I waiting? And I don't have a lot of time to wait. So that'll die. Oh. No 2-power creature. Right. New Horizons isn't gonna work. Ugh. I have to do something quickly. I think I have to Spark Harvest this guy so I can play my New Horizons. I'm gonna do it. I don't have time to wait. And should I bother to attack? I needed you to play a 2-drop. I needed you to play a 2-drop. Is there anything that I can... Let's see. On a creature I control. Okay. Okay, so I can get rid of this, but then I have no way of 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is ridiculous. BS sequencing indeed. Don't be disappointed in yourself. Be disappointed in the gods that do these things. And he doesn't have to do anything. He just has to leave well enough alone, and then he has lethal on the next turn. Holy crap! Woohoo! He punted hard indeed. All he had to do was let it through. Wow. So what do you think? Attack him? Attack him or his planeswalker?
Some members burn too
I have
hot.
no problem with trading for his token because I have all the lands and mana requirements that I need. Can we pull this out? Who knows? It's entirely possible. So one of these is probably a land. Ugh. So the best he can do probably is if he pumps this. So let's attack. Yeah, I'm going to attack him. Is it worth killing his Strix? Because if he has the right sequence, then he could really come back. Okay. Well, if he has, target creature gets, plus something plus 0. That was. Why do I keep drawing these stupid lands? Sure, let's play a land, cause what the hell? Oh. He's staying to the bitter end. Wow. That was truly grabbing victory out of the jaws of this defeat. Wow. That was pretty crazy. Yeah, really. That one might even be worth clipping for the channel. That means I have to spend the time to figure out how to do that and set it up, but perhaps I will. Right. Your comment is absolutely on target there. So we have a 1-drop. We have a 4-drop. I have to keep. Yeah. Well, it's better than a 5-drop. Let's attack. If I don't draw anything next turn, is it worth putting Encouraging Crisis? I think the answer is no. Right. Putting it on Mo is has a much higher upside. That's fine. Reaver is fine, but I think Mo has definitely got to get to play. Any objection? And we move on. If I draw a land, Encouraging Crisis and Reaver. So I'm like Encouraging Crisis on Mo for the next turn. Trample and Vigilance, nice. Right. So what spells are there that can counter a non-creature spell? Remind me. My memory's not so good. Crush Descent. If he's running it, put it this way, if he's running it, then... Oh, alright. That's interesting. That was not bad on his part. Loses all abilities. Okay, so I'm thinking Reaver and Druid. Exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, no attackers. Also a 3-color deck. In case anybody's interested, my opponent's name is Deckard Card. Another Massacre Girl. Isn't that interesting? Anybody worth attacking? Saratok sounds good. And if he has Counterspell, then I don't mind too much, I think. Trample until end of turn, which is irrelevant for right now. And is it worth attacking to ding him for 2 and lose a creature in the process? I don't think so. But his Reaper's doing a good job of holding things off. Nice. I can only play one of these, but I think it has to be the Pegasus. I can enforce... Yeah, Enforcer his creature... Right. And we pass the turn, and hope to engage in some beats next turn. Pegasus and Saratok. Courage and Crisis on Saratok? What do you think? Courage and Crisis, I'm liking the Saratok. Well, you know, he loses under this current board situation. I mean, I'm at 20, he's at 17. The game is young. Okay, end of his turn, I'm going to tap his Giant. Interesting. Okay. Hexproof and Menace. This is big. Alright, I think we're going to Courage and Crisis the Saratok. Okay, let's attack with the Pegasus and the Saratok, and then we'll play the Dreadhorde. Should I play Dreadhorde or leave up mana to tap creature? Okay. Let's attack with Ceratok anyway. Yep. And I think we will play the Dread Horde. Especially since we're at 20. We have a lot of creatures on the field. Okay, but I cannot tap down any of his creatures next turn. Interesting. Interesting. Is that the best he's got? Does he have lands? It seems like a strange thing to play given that he has 3 cards and a lot of lands. Massacre Girl. Interesting. We save that for later. Alright, let's... Going to sacrifice it to the spawn. Oh, yeah, good call. 6. I'm going to tap his giant and attack with Ceratok. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do that. Right. So I'm not going to pass. I'm going to play the Center Nurturer. Unless he counters it. No counter. Okay, the incidental life gain is fine. Yeah, I think you're right. We'll pass, and I can tap down his giants at the end of his turn or at the beginning of combat. I think I'll do it at the beginning of combat, because who knows what he may have in mind. Or what he has in his hand. Another Pegasus, isn't that nice? Any good attacks? Ceratok? Let's attack with the Ceratok. I have a ton of chump blockers. And if he has something in his hand, I'd like to see what it is. If he's sacked, right. Agreed. So he's chump blocking. Okay. Okay, next to damage, and we'll play our Pegasus. He really sequenced that incorrectly. What is it with these people? And let's see if he counters. Interesting. Okay. tempo plays go, that'll help him a little. Anything else I can do? Can I play the Ceratok? No. It has the eyeball on it that threw me off for a second. Reaver. More things to sack to his Reaper. That's okay. I can still attack with this guy. And I can play this as well. Okay. Alright, so let's attack with... because I'm only planning on attacking with flyers. You know, that'll be irrelevant. Right, exactly. Yeah, and that's that. Yeah, I didn't see any point to having it at the beginning of combat because it would have been irrelevant in any subsequent combat that came. Okay, I'm all ears. I'll hold off before going to the next game. Happy to hear your point. Are you saying the beginning of your combat or the beginning of my combat? I'm assuming you meant the beginning of my combat. Oh, beginning of his combat. Okay, yes, that makes total sense. Okay. You have made your point. Right. I am on the play. I have a plaza. A little slow. Yeah, that was my feeling. That was my feeling. And we will hope for good stuff. Invasion. Turn 2. Invasion or plaza? I think plaza, so that on the next turn I can do enforcer and invasion. Yeah. Palza. Oh boy, not good. So what do we got? I could do Prison Realm actually. Prison Realm to 2/3, yeah. As you probably heard, that is what I was thinking. Another swamp that's going on the bottom. Well, so he's getting his acceleration anyway. Oh boy. play a land. So I think Iron Harvester. Harvester? You mean Nurturer? You mean Nurturer, right? Right. That is what I was thinking also. Good blocker and life gain slows him down. And he has only one card left in his hand. Here's hoping that it is something irrelevant. Stinger, that's annoying. I guess if I draw a land, I could spark his thing, but not happening. I think Iron Bully and Enforcer. Yeah. And the Iron Bully can trade. The Iron Bully can trade with the Stinger. Yep. You read my mind. Oh, and I can still play something, but I am not going to. All these damn ghost forms, jeez. Don't tap the Nurturer. No, I wasn't planning on it. It's not quite a trick because he's going to get it back. But I trade my creature for his enchantment. Okay, that helps. I could spark. Oh, this is interesting. I could spark harvest his Stinger. I hate to do that though. Pegasus and Invasion. Any objections to Pegasus and Invasion? Yeah. Let's do the invade. It doesn't matter. And that's that. Before combat, should I tap down his Stinger? No. Is it worth tapping anything? Should tap something just for the fun of it. Another Spark Harvest. I could Spark oh boy. Courage and Crisis. I could Courage and Crisis the Amass token, actually. That would end up putting it 1-2. That would end up making it a 3-3. Pegasus and just Pegasus? Just Pegasus. Just Pegasus. Boy, he's got a lot of these stingers, doesn't he? I think we can spark harvest that one too, or we could just let him. Why did he resign? Does he have no faith in the rest of his deck? Perhaps not. Maybe he ran out of time. Maybe his wife caught him playing Magic and made him stop. Who knows? Alright, let's keep going. I may have to stop before this runs its course. But let's see what we can do. Okay, I go first. I'm going to keep. Yeah. A little bit slow. Don't have anything until the third turn. Wrangler. I like the toll of the invasion here. I like the toll better than the Pegasus. Thoughts? Alright, what do we got? I think it has to be Nissa. But he still has the Wanderer Strike. He can do a little bit of card draw. I got lots of lands here. Pegasus. Pegasus or Nurturer. Nurturer is more on curve, but the Pegasus is more aggro. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, that's right. And I have no interest in trading. Unless, of course, he brings out some big creatures, but let's see. Alright, so he's got a Nurturer of his own. So I think it has to be Nurturer. And let's attack with Pegasus. Well, we can, because he's going to get rid of it. So we have reversed the life totals of 20 and 23. Alright, so he's got this strike. The last to plating is worth trying to keep in mind. Okay, no surprise there. Sacrifice, I wish I hadn't said that, because now, you see, now this is what's going to happen. Let's play the Druid. And we pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have exactly half my lands. Wow. Spark Harvest, where are you?
Teach you humility, if I must. With me.
So will he attack with the Nurturer? That's interesting. Not very helpful. So I feel like I need to make him bigger. That'll make him a 4/6. I think I have to. Not cool. And he can do another one if he wants to. Yeah, he wants more targets to put counters on. Wall of Runes.
If I have to light the way, I will.
That's interesting. I think I'm gonna play it, and we're gonna stare at each other. Oh, but he can keep doing more with his Johnny. That's not good. Yeah, but I have no attacks and nothing else to do. Not good. Why is this doing that? Isn't that strange? Strix? He's gonna win with just that stupid thing. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Iron Bully and... make this a 5/7? Make this a 5/6? I'm open to suggestion on where to put this counter. Yeah, that seems fine. I need my Spark Harvest to get rid of his Ajani. Prison Realm would work too.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
Wow, this is crazy. I have no good attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have only 6 lands left in this for Schlug in her deck.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
Of course. This is instant, right? Worst case scenario, I guess I can whack this token. No. Strix, of course. Okay, let's do it now. He's got another plating. 2 platings.
Me.
Really? This is insane. How many lands in a row did I draw? 1, 2, 3, 4, I think? No. I drew these other silly things. Sure, let's play land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of my lands are here. That's true too. That's a good point.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
Is that fair or just philosophical? Well, blocker, okay, that's nice, although we can just give it another counter. Yeah. And a stinger, cool.
We're not destined to fight.
I'm not gonna block, but if he alpha attacks in the near future, I'm in real trouble. And he's likely to do. All right, I have to play this. This is pretty crazy. I guess he figured he had a slow deck, and that's why he put in all these runes. Well, you know, walls of rune.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
So those few of you, really, really, I would attack, except he'll just jump. He'll block this. What do you think? Attack a Johnny with my Ceratok? He'll just swing back with everything. Well, these are walls. Let's see, you can attack with 3, 9. Yeah. 12, 18. And I would have to chump block a bunch of things. But if I don't kill, let's do that and see how it plays out, because I can't just continue to let this go as it is. No. Yeah, let's see if we can get that removal spell. Okay.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
Yeah, I mean his army is too overpowering. So I can't block him. Interesting. No. Go to 11. Too late for that. That's it. I've lost the stomach for this. I'm going to concede, everybody. He's just... I'm too far behind. Even if I draw a removal spell, these are just way too much for me. And he's at 38. Okay. Brad is the man. 420 is my victor. Yeah. So as I say, this I really feel like I'm just not clicking with this set, with this format. I'm gonna go ahead and see what I have. Let's see what we've got. Solar Blaze, not what I'm interested in. Another Death Sprout, that's fine. I think this pack is from earlier today. Ooh, Liliana, that's nice.
For me.
Maybe I'll put together a black deck. 4 wins is okay, I don't mind. So everybody, thank you all for hanging out with me.